So I know it's been a while since I've put out a video. I think I finally found something that, I don't know, just feels worth giving my thoughts on. The Flash movie tie-in kind of prelude comic to the new movie called The Flash Fastest Man Alive. It feels more worth giving my thoughts on this because there's not going to be a billion reviews for this like the way there is for a new movie. Yeah, and I'm just really excited for The Flash. Like, I don't know, it's really tied between that and Indiana Jones is my most anticipated of the year. But I don't know, The Flash just kind of looks like it might be Batman No Way Home.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
So that to me is just basically No Way Home, but even better because Batman's my favorite character of all time. And even aside from that, I really like The Flash, actually. Like, I used to really like the show, but then, yeah, the show got not great. But I more realized I think I like the premise of The Flash than the actual execution of that show. And I think there's just so much potential to finally get the movie version of The Flash. And the fact that they're doing, like, I mean, maybe they're jumping into it a bit quick, but I'm all the more excited that we're getting, like, the best Flash storyline that I know of, at least, which is like basically Flashpoint but in movie form with, like, I mean, a very loose adaptation of Flashpoint, which, you know, a lot of great comic book adaptations generally are. So yeah, anyways, this prequel comic, I've read it, and it's not very long if you want to, there's still time definitely if you want to read it probably before you see the movie. It's just sort of compiled of like 3 comic issues, and each one is in a different art style. They basically just kind of catch you up with where Barry Allen, like DCU Barry Allen, is after the events of Justice League right before this new Flash movie. And also you get a little bit of Ben Affleck's Batman in the first issue as well. And yeah, as far as, like, I think one thing I was really looking for in this is just, I mean, more than anything, they really do a good job, these artists and writers, of capturing the vibe and energy of both Ezra Miller's Flash and even Ben Affleck's Batman just a little bit. And yeah, in each one he kind of learns a different lesson, and partly how to control his powers and is how to manage his life as a forensic investigator, which is what Barry Allen kind of does as a day job, if you don't know. Yeah, and we even get introduced to some characters who I was, like, familiar with from the TV show, like Patty Spivot, so maybe she'll be in this movie, I'm not sure, but it seemed to set her up to be, who in the show at least she was a love interest as well, but I'm assuming she won't be in this movie because Iris West is being introduced in this movie really for the first time canonically in the DCEU, because she was in the Snyder Cut again, but not the theatrical canon cut of Justice League. I don't know, I like Ezra Miller's Flash, honestly. I didn't in the original cut of Justice League, which is unfortunately the canon one, but the Snyder Cut really made me like him. I mean, there's not a whole lot to spoil, honestly, in this comic anyways, but basically the general premise is just sort of each issue is kind of like a villain of the week thing. You get a bit more of that episodic kind of adventure that we maybe haven't really got from the Flash before this, like, big epic movie in this comic. So I think, yeah, he's just kind of fighting metahumans. It's sort of like an Ezra Miller version of the Flash TV show almost. That's kind of how I would describe it. This comic probably is more necessary because the crappy version of Justice League is the canon one, and Ezra Miller's Flash didn't really grow a whole lot as a character in that version like he did in the Snyder Cut by the end. So I feel like this comic sort of exists partly just to build up his character and his confidence enough for his own movie, even though he has, like, one of the coolest moments in comic book movie history in the Snyder Cut when he, like, saves the day at the end. That doesn't happen in the version that's actually, I believe, canon to the DCU and this upcoming Flash movie. Each different art style, and I thought they were all really nice, and yeah, all of them, even though they're different, they all felt like Ezra Miller's version of the Flash, both in the art and the writing. Yeah, it's pretty simple, straightforward stories, and you get a bit more of Barry and his dad and stuff, and yeah, I think it's just kind of lighthearted and fun, and I think it really sets things up well for Barry as a character more than anything else. You know, it's not hinting at any multiverse stuff yet in this comic like we're gonna see in the movie, and yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're excited for the Flash, or maybe you want to get more excited. I'm so excited for the Flash. so excited. Yeah. So I definitely recommend this. I'm gonna give The Flash Fastest Man Alive, the official movie tie-in prelude comic to the upcoming Flash movie. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So thanks for watching. Take care. Might see a Flash movie review for me. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, take care. Bye.